Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. This is a part of a Senate subcommittee hearing, and the witness is Attorney General Merrick Garland. And the subject is the raid on Mar-a-Lago. And the question comes from Senator Josh Hawley. Now, the Democrats do have a majority in the Senate. So you see there in the center, Dick Durbin is the chairman, unlike the House that's controlled by the Republicans. And I want you to look at Merrick Garland and how he answers things. I'm not a body language expert by any means, but as he's looking away from Senator Hawley, as he's looking down and his fingers, he's got his hands folded and his fingers are fidgeting all over the place and he's looking away, he's searching his brain for a canned answer as to why the local field offices in Florida and the agents there did not want to pursue a warrant to raid President Trump's personal residence. And in fact, many FBI agents in that region wanted to just stop the investigation period because it was pointless and wrong and dangerous. Because they knew someday, well, one, it was wrong, and two, they knew someday that the other party is going to be in charge of the DOJ and a different attorney general is going to be there. Are they going to turn around and raid Biden's house and Obama's house, Clinton's house? You want to go through the list? It opens up the can of worms that can't be reopened. But Attorney General Garland overruled them and approved the warrant, which is the search of the house. Now he's saying, well, I only approved the warrant. I didn't approve of the raid. It's lawyerese. Now check out, like I said, check out his hands and how he's looking around searching for the correct answer. It's a very interesting exchange.
Attorney General Garland, you said in our last exchange that it's your practice to defer to FBI agents in the field when it comes to investigations, apprehensions of subjects. I was interested, given your answer, to read in this morning's Washington Post that the FBI is saying that you overruled them when it came to raiding ex-President Trump's personal residence. Washington Post reports this morning, showdown before the raid, that senior FBI officials who would be in charge of leading the search resisted doing so as too combative and proposed instead to seek Trump's permission to search his property. These field agents wanted to shutter the criminal investigation altogether in early June, the Post reports, but they were overruled by Maine DOJ. So I guess in light of your earlier testimony just this morning, my question is, how often do you overrule FBI field agents for political purposes?
I've skimmed that article. That's not an accurate reflection of what the article says, and I'm not able to comment on the investigation.
Whoops, there it goes. Yep, my brain stopped.
Oh, I scanned the article. In other words, some aide showed me the article. I looked through a few words of it, maybe a paragraph, and that's how I jumped to my conclusions. It's not really accurate reflection of what the article says. Remember, it is the Washington Post. But the fact of the matter is 4 FBI agents under condition of anonymity leaked out information. And it's leaking all over the place in the FBI now. They see the handwriting on the wall. They are scared to death of Donald Trump. They were scared to death of him in 2016. And they were scared to death of him in 2020. In fact, if anything, the year President Trump ran for re-election and lost, he shouldn't have held back. He's probably thinking, well, I'll serve out another term, and then I'll clean out the swamp like I said I was going to do. So he held back on firing people in the health department and the FBI, the DOJ. The list is endless. Energy, Department of Education, you name it. The bureaucratic swamp. And they were scared to death of him. Now they're really terrified of Trump, because he's going to be the bull in the china shop. And he's going to do some cleaning out, because if he wins, he can't run again. And he has nothing to lose by doing the right thing. One thing I learned of being an elected official here in upstate New York in the early 2000s is I was asked after my 8 years when I was term limited out, what is the number one thing I learned? And that is being right isn't enough. And Trump has learned that. Now, granted, the council and presidential election aren't the same, but the principles are. Watch Garland's hands and watch how he looks around. You can tell he's lying. Now, is he lying out, telling a direct lie, or is he not telling the whole truth, which is the same as a lie? Doesn't really matter.
My comment earlier was about tactics on the ground in particular cases.
Wait. You said it's not I'm reading to you from the article. Quote, senior FBI officials who would be in charge of leading the search resisted the plan as too combative and proposed instead to seek Trump's permission to seek his property, according to 4 people who spoke on condition of anonymity to describe a sensitive investigation, end quote.
Whoops, there it goes. Yep, my brain stopped.
Again, I have to say I'm not able to describe the investigation. I will say as a general matter and at a high level of generality, that in my experience, long experience as a prosecutor, there is often a robust discussion, and in the end, and it's encouraged among investigators and prosecutors.
Attorney General, my time is very...
Remember something. Merrick Garland, at least he, in his mind, he got screwed out of a Supreme Court justice seat by one of the few things Mitch McConnell ever did that I approve of. And this is his revenge on the Republican Party and Trump. Trump threatened to clean out the swamp. That's exactly what they don't want. Maybe the FBI agents were trying to do it, say no for the right reasons, but what's going to be next, they're thinking? If the Democrats lose the White House and Trump wins, they're going to raid Obama's house, they're going to raid Biden's house, they're going to raid Clinton's house, and many other people's houses. The precedent has been set. These guys went out all-out war. Well, when you use every bit of your ammunition to defeat your enemy, and then you run out of ammunition, you lose. Look at him. Arrogant, cocky, and conceited. This is his revenge. He'll walk away with some nice fellowship somewhere, or write a book, or go on a speaking tour, and who cares? But he'll cause so much damage to the reputation of the FBI and the DOJ, it may take a generation to repair.
Made.
Yes, and you made the decision.
I did. That's
right?
not-
You said you did.
No, I'm sorry. What I said was I approved the decision.
So you didn't?
Whoops, there it goes. Yep, my brain stopped.
I approved the decision. I didn't make the decision. I'm just the head of the DOJ as the Attorney General, and I approved it. That's lawyerese. He probably told the people down below, put together a case so we can raid Trump's house. I'll approve the warrant. Make a probable case. Any lawyer, you can indict a ham sandwich. You can make a case on anything. That way I'm off the hook. And I'll just say, I went along with what they wanted. It's a lie. It's a twisting of the truth and a lie.
Make the decision to raid?
I approve the decision to seek a search warrant after probable cause was filed.
Overruling the FBI agents who did not want to do so. Did you talk about this with the White House
The
beforehand?
memorandum does not,
Whoops, there it goes. Yep, my brain stopped.
Washington Post article does not say what you're saying. I'm sorry. And I'm not able to describe this in any further
Well,
detail.
I think given that, Mr. Chairman,
I can't describe anything in any further detail. Do you notice see a lot of that now, especially in the Republican hearings? Now the Republicans have the House. Well, I can't really say because of security reasons, national security, methodology, evidence. Yeah. Just like they can't say anything about January 6th and what happened.
I'll just ask that this entire article be entered into the record.
Without objection.
And we can read for ourselves. I invite people to go and look. It says exactly that FBI field agents did not want to conduct the raid, and they were overruled by DOJ. So it doesn't seem to me, Attorney General, that the FBI has a lot of confidence in you, because what they're doing clearly is trying to distance themselves from your decisions. They're out there leaking left, right, and center and saying it wasn't us. We didn't want to do it. He made us do it. What's that say about their confidence in your leadership?
No,
Exactly right. What does that say about the confidence in their leadership? Attorney General Garland, the walls are closing in. You guys have pinned yourself into a corner. You did everything possible so the Democrats can win the White House. You did everything possible to try to destroy Donald Trump and his presidency, his personal life, and his businesses. It's had an effect on Trump, I'm sure. But you haven't won. It's one of the few people that can get away with this kind of barrage of legal and just pounding by the mainstream media and still come out standing up. You guys screwed up. You guys are in a duel together. And as anybody knows from the old days, one guy fires first. Well, you fired first and you missed Trump. You didn't morally wound him. And now it's Trump's turn to fire. If he wins the presidency, you guys are so screwed, and many of you could end up in jail. And that scares the hell out of all of you. And you should be scared. This isn't about Donald Trump. This is about the Constitution of the United States and the republic that you live in and took an oath to. Shame on you. Do I hope the Republicans raid all the former presidents if they take over? Yeah. I'm tired of bringing a knife to a gunfight. Yeah, raid them all. Raid Obama, raid Clinton, raid them all, raid Bush, raid them all. You started something, and now you're going to have to see it through. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.